All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, the great millstone, who teach very well where I like this truth from. And salutation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push this word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And today, man, just getting a quick little video on how Esau is losing the game for the lack of better words, man. Because the things that we're pushing out there, and the information that's coming out is exposing this devil on all levels, man. And he's going to try to do all that he can to try to hide everybody from his wickedness, man. Hide everybody from the lies that he put out. I'm going to start off right here in the book of Galatians 4 and verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? And that's why we're enemies unto Esau. That's why brother's page getting struck. You get your page shadow banned. You upload a video, the sound not working, things like that. Because of why Esau, he's mad, man. Every video that come out and every word that we speak is actually bringing his kingdom down, man. And he's going to try to do any and everything to stop this word from getting out, Now, real quick, it's a thing called the First Amendment. Brothers know what the First Amendment. You have a freedom of speech. But if you say Esau, if you say Edom, or you say certain key words, they'll say it's hate speech. You can't even say the F word no more, man. FAGGOT. You can't even say that. Because if you do, no, you're going to get canceled on social media, man. You can't even call a woman a bitch anymore. You better respect, you better respect her. But for the lack of better word, she's nothing but a slut. But at the end of the day, Esau was finna push forth the narrative that righteousness is wickedness and wickedness is righteousness, man. Because again, this devil say, yeah, you being a mo, you coming out to your parents saying that you want to be a woman, they pushing it out like it's righteousness, man. But it's actually wickedness in the eyes of Yahweh Shai. And we're not going to let that shit slide, man. We're not going to sit back and let Esau push forth these wicked dreams, man. We're going to correct him about it. Let's start right here in the book of Isaiah 5 and verse 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness. Let's read this again. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. Yes. You do the law of Leviticus 20 and 13, Deuteronomy 22, laws like that. It's evil into the eyes of this Western culture, man. But guess what? In the eyes of Yahweh Shai, this righteous. Read this again. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, they put darkness for light and light for darkness. They put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So these devils have basically switched the narrative, man. Now righteousness in this wicked society is looked down upon, man. Again, you standing up for your rights. You saying, yeah, I'm not gonna take that. I'm not gonna take that thing. I don't want to take that Maxine. I heard people been dying because they're gonna persecute from hell back from telling the truth, man. Because it's nothing but the truth. Again, everything we say, we put out a precept or we'll put out an article, man. And even your own people tell upon you. Your own tongue is falling upon yourself, man. So real quick, I'm just going to get this article. It says free expression on social media. The First Amendment protects individuals from government censorship. Social media platforms are private companies and can censor what people post on their website as they see fit. Now, they said social media are private companies, man. Like TikTok. Yeah, it's a private company, but their private company is owned by what? The Chinese government. Now, I'm going to get this real quick in a Google definition. I just typed up government and social media. It says government social media. One of the biggest benefits of social media is that it allows governments to share critical information in a crisis. It can also enable governments to control the narrative on key issues. So they're going to control the narratives of what's righteous and what's wickedness, what's right and what's wrong, man. Because now it's right to be like a woman like Cardi B. They ain't going to push forth the Judith narrative. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to push forth the narrative of Mary. They ain't going to push forth the narrative of Sarah and Rebecca. No, they're going to push forth the narrative of damn Cardi B, man. And that's the issue, because soon as the woman out of order, they kick the man out of the house, then guess what? Everything just fall apart, man. Read this again. It says it can enable governments to control the narrative on key issues, and they can demonize somebody. And they try to do that with us a couple of times, like the guy, he ran into the store with his garment on. He's trying to shoot some people up. Hey, Esau, you getting sloppy with your work, man. You're trying to control the narrative, but you cannot control the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai. You cannot control the narrative of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You're nothing but a pawn in the movie, man. Continuing on. Thirdly, social media allows governments to use experts to share health, science, and expert information. Hey, what about that expert information of that Crown 19 vaccine, man? Hey, it's been coming out that even people across seas, people in Australia, it came out that, yeah, people are dying because of that. People having blood clots. They in a long line of blood clots coming out their veins and things like that. Nanotechnologies. But if you say that, then guess what? They're going to demonize you from hell to back, man. Let's go ahead and go back into this article, because it's going to give you a graph. It says, but given their growing role in public discourse, it's important to ask ourselves, what exactly are their censorship policies? How do we compare to each other into the First Amendment protections? Now, here it goes right here. It's a censorship lesson more. And it says type of speech. It says what you can and cannot say in the town squares of the internet. And that's how you know it's the chief, the internet, for lack of better words, is a part of the chief place of concourse, man. Because a lot of people be on YouTube, a lot of people be on Facebook and things like that, man. Now let's go right here. It says type of speech. Now I'm gonna go down the type of speech, and I'm gonna go to the graph. It says hate speech, obscenity, misinformation. Esau love that. Harassment. When you devils be harassing us, man. You shadow banning videos, you block the video for no reason, you delete the channel for no reason. My last 2 channels got deleted, and I didn't even upload the video. The video was in private, man. But they found a way to get into it and delete it, man. And that's it. Now, real quick. Now, this is the bar, the censorship bar. Now it says Reddit, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and the most censored is what? YouTube, man. On all of them, the most censored is YouTube. Why? Because Esau, he's pushing forth a certain narrative, man. Let's go right here. Hate. The First Amendment protects hate speech from government censorship unless that speech incites or is likely to incite imminent lawless action, man. And what about the BLM? You go into the BLM, hey, there was insane things at January 6th. Hey, even though we know that was the government, being wicked, for lack of better words, we know that was the government pushing forth a certain type of way of life. At the end of the day, these certain social media companies are owned by the government, man. It's nothing but a big plan what these devils trying to do, man. Now, again, the First Amendment, talking about hate speech and you insane people. Hey, we're not really insane people, man. The only thing we saying is the Lord is going to bring you down. Let's go back to it right here. Yeah, the Lord is going to bring these devils down, man. And as I said, it says less and more. And at the end, it's Reddit. And again, at the end, when you go on social medias like Reddit and things like that, it be some key information on there. But also, it's going to be a lot of BS, man. And then with Snapchat, which that's kind of vain for real. Then it says Twitter. Twitter have a lot of information. One thing about Twitter, it has a lot of things that go on overseas, man. Like RT News. They block RT News off YouTube, but RT News and certain of the videos is still on Twitter, man. And some of those videos are still on Reddit. But again, just to show you that these devils are pushing forth a certain narrative, man. Because as time goes on, these social media platforms are getting more and more stricter. Why? Because the truth is coming out. How much you want to bet you could do hashtag Israelites and it's going to show up on every one of these social medias, going down from TikTok, from Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, hashtag Israelite TikTok, hashtag Esau. You know, those things are going to, these key words are going to expose this devil, man. And that's why he's trying to censor the truth, which you can't, man. Let's go ahead and get this in the book of Job. This is the book of Job 15, and I'm going to jump down to verse 21. And it reads, it says, a dreadful sound is in his ears. And what's that dreadful sound, man? Us prophesying against America, man. Us prophesying the downfall of this wicked place, man. Read this again. A dreadful sound is in his ears. It's like splashing on the chalkboard, man. Like screeching tires every time this word come out. You know, you say, this is the book of Obadiah. Esau cringe when he hear things like that, man. You know, read this again. It says, a dreadful sound is in his ears. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him. And who was that? That's Yahweh Shai, man. When this devil think he's prospering, when this devil think he got that NWO off the ground, the Lord is going to come visit this devil and bring him down. And one thing about that, this devil know. He know that Yahweh Shai is coming for him, man. But again, he's trying to deny it. Let's go ahead and get this in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. This Wisdom of Solomon 2, and I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, let us lie and wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and we're not for the turn of Esau. That's why it says, let us lie and wait for the righteous. When you upload a video or something like that, how much you want to pay? It's a banker that's clicking in, that's tuning in to the things that you're saying, man. Because 9 times out of 10, we're pushing out these videos towards the bankers, man, towards the higher ups, man. Again, it's the elect versus the elite, man. You know, read this again. Therefore, let us lie and wait for the righteous, the elect, because he is not for our turn. Why? Because soon as we telling this devil that he is going down, and now it's our turn to rule. Continuing on, it says, he is clean contrary to our doings. And yes, we don't upload, twerking videos or videos, ain't like a whole bunch of brothers with guns and shit. With money against their ears and dope on the table. Hey, you go on YouTube, there's a lot of rapper videos like that, man, that's pushing forth drug paraphernalia, that's pushing forth death and murders. But we're just pushing forth life, man. That's why it says he is clean, contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us without offending of the law. Now, when you go into the word upbraideth, just a regular Google definition, that word upbraideth, to find fault with someone, to scold, so we get on your ass, man. It says to reprimand, rebuke, and rebuking these devils sharply, reproach, scold, admonish, reprove. It says to chide, to take a task, pull up. And we're spiritually putting up on Esau. It says to criticize, man. We criticize you about the wicked things that you're saying, man. It says to get someone an earful. That's the spirit. We give you an earful of righteousness. It says give someone a roasting. And good Esau crazy with these definitions, man. It says to give somebody an earful, to give somebody a roasting. It says to rap. Hey, let me rap with you. You wicked. To give someone hell. And again, all these definitions right here. One of my favorites. To chew out, man. We're chewing out Esau, man, in the spirit, to reprimand someone severely. We're telling you that you're wicked. We're telling you that your kingdom is going down, and we're telling you that your NWO is not going to work, man. We're chewing Esau out in the spirit, and that's why he's going to get into a sense of desperation. So let's go back into these Wisdom of Solomon 2. It says, he upbraideth us without offending of the law, and objective to our infamy the transgressions of our education. He professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High. He called himself the child of the Lord. And yes, we do profess ourselves to be Yasharallah, man. We do profess ourselves to be Israel, man. And we call ourselves what? A child of the Lord. And we the child of the Lord. We know that the Lord is not with this place, man. For lack of better words, you hanging out with your friends and they say, yeah, let's go do this. Say, my dad wouldn't like that. You say, yes, your daddy would. Like, nigga, you don't know him. Because at the end of the day, Esau, he don't know the Most High. Because if he did, he will fear the things that he's doing. Continuing on in verse 14, he was made to approve our thoughts. So we was made to get on this devil. We was made to chew this devil out, man. We was made to actually prophesy against Mount Seir. It says he is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men's, his ways are of another fashion. And again, we don't fashion ourselves out of these rappers. NBA Youngboy, who's that boy who just died? PNB, whatever that guy name who died, the guy who made Selfish. You know, we're not like him, man, because at the end of the day, he was comfortable with this place. He was comfortable with wickedness, and ultimately, that's why he died, man. Continuing on. We are esteeming him as counterfeits. That's why one of the bankers said, if you want to see who's in control, type that up. If you want to see who's in control, see who you can offend. It's when the banker said that, man. It says if you want to see who's in control, see who you can't offend. Because once you go into the Amalekites, the higher ups, I think this is it right here. Yep. Was this guy named Balatere, it says if you want to know who controls you, look at who you are not allowed to criticize. Now, if you say something about the higher ups, the Amalekites, then they're going to censor your page, man. If you say something about the LGXYZ, the WICKED, then guess what, man? They're going to try to criticize. They're going to take down your page and take down your video. Why? Because that's the MO of the devil. Let's go ahead and go back to Wisdom of Solomon. It says, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness, and he pronounces the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father. And yes, man, because at the end of the day, man, we say that you're going to get taken down and we're going to get brought up, and all that is the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. And ain't nothing these devils can do, man. But these devils are so proud and so full of themselves, they're going to try to test the Most High, man. And again, these devils, they hate righteousness, because if they didn't, they wouldn't be taking down these videos. The only thing we're doing is preaching the Bible. Why y'all didn't take Cardi B videos down, man? Number one, why y'all didn't send that bitch to jail? She actually came out saying that she was drugging men and robbing them, man. You won't send Bill Cosby to jail, but you want to send a wicked bitch like Cardi B. So yeah, I can just a quick little video. I pray it was edifying when say call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash, Shalom, DTA, and a Bob.